These type of studies have been done for many, many years, particularly in the UK. In the aftermath of the Second World War, there was a facility set up on Salisbury Plain where many volunteers were invited to go on what was called a flu camp, or on a holiday where they would be inoculated with common cold agents. So the British public is used to the concept of those type of studies, and there's actually been an expanding use in the past few decades because of the enormous amount of information that you can gain by doing deliberate inoculation. So many of the scientific questions that we need to answer can be answered very directly by this type of experimental study. In terms of how we explain the study, we've got an extensive subject information sheet that we go through individually with each person. And the aim during that explanation is not to persuade them to be involved, but to almost persuade them to say no if they have any doubts or concerns. And we do not only explain, but then have a set of questions that we ask them to check that they've understood the explanation fully. We've already had a lot of approaches from people who would like to be volunteers, and we're very carefully evaluating them to make sure that their motivations are, as far as we can discover, altruistic. So some of the volunteers are actually giving the money that they are being paid to a charity. I think there are many interesting motivations, one of which is actually a belief that it's more ethical to do human experimentation on a human pathogen than it is to subject animals to experimental infections when there is no consent and there is limited relevance to human disease. And I think the motivations for participating in these studies are usually very honourable.